So if you have any questions, just unmute yourself and jump into the conversation, and we can all answer. I think we have some savvy agents here in this gathering, so they can always get the benefit of your thoughts, the way you think. So anyone wants to step forward if you have any question?
Ashton, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I have a question for listing presentation. How long you really need to talk?
A good question.
How long it should take?
Okay.
Like you present, because I sometimes you realize they don't when you go in person. I mean,
Yeah.
so you bring your listing presentation binder, explain it, and it shouldn't take that long unless they ask lots of questions and you need to answer them.
We are all different. We all do different things, but I tell you how I do it. If I know the people, I know them from the past, I had a rapport with them, I go one shot. If I don't
Yeah.
know them, I would go usually 2 times. The first time I go, I just walk through the house, warm up, create some connections with them, see the pictures on the wall, question who are they, etc., and see the house. I tell them that let me put my numbers together and we'll get back to you tomorrow or the day after. So like that, they can see me two times. Now, if then I go the second time, and how much would I talk? I go with my my folder. 95% of the time, I don't even open my folder. I come with 6 questions. These are the questions that I learned from Rob Vivian, the coach. And I would tell them any home sellers, they have 6 questions to ask. What is the economy right now in terms of real estate? How much my home is worth? What do I do for you? What is my expertise, and what should I do to sell this home? And who is my company? So these are the 6 questions everybody would ask. So I go around that and I tell them answer to all the 6 questions. I would leave the commission at the very end. Just before the commission, I make sure I explain to them what I do for them so they can see value. I'm starting putting a lot of emphasis on video production, video exposure, video outreach, all those kind of things that I can differentiate myself with any other agents. Most of the agents, they flip the page, say, I do open house, I do flyers, I do this and that. So I try to be, at least to show them that I do the things that is reality of 21st century, and this is what we do in this era. Like 95% of the buyers, where would they find the house? From the computer. That's where we have to be. Now, if I tell them I do photography, I show them a sample of a dark pictures taken by an agent, looks dark. Sometimes it's the other way, it's horizontal. So I put a lot of light in the things I do for them. So how long would I take? I had 5 minutes presentation as well, like as Mike Ferry said, go there for 5 minutes presentation. And we created a quick report and they said, you're here to list our house. So, okay, let's do the paperwork. So I just keep it very, very short. So all depends on the situation. Now, very important thing for you to know is to discover their personality. If you're talking about the personality, be in and out. They don't have time to, fool around, sitting. If it's I personality, yes, they want you to be there, aimable. They want you to talk to them, but with I personality, you have to throw them questions. Why do you think your home is boarded? A lot of questions. So you are directing the conversation towards your purpose. Analytical, just bring papers, show them the numbers, tell them who sold whatever sold. So that depends to you discover their personality and then tune up. Like you walk in there, possibly you cannot guess their personality, but as you walk through their house, you have to quickly adjust your presentation based on their personality. So I hope that I answered the question. Anyone else wants to participate and
Yes, thank you.
share? Come on, guys, open up. It's for all of us. If anyone can help Paula with answering this question again. How long does it take for you to go through your presentation? Should I volunteer anyone here? Rosie?
I guess it
Cal?
really depends who the client is, because I mean, if they're already experienced, you can bypass a whole bunch of things. I don't really have a presentation, only because of having to be a chameleon with different personalities. So I have staple things that I do present. However, depending on how the flow is at the table, I may omit things or I may go further into detail for others. So it really all depends.
Good.
Um, I mean, for past clients, there's no presentation. You just go in there, bingo, bango, done, right? So those are my
Right.
favorite.
Yeah.
My question for you guys, I guess, if you're open to kind of switching the topic, is CRMs, because I'm right now in the moment of choosing where I'm going to be putting my sphere and my database. And so I was Remax has KV Core. Then I'm affiliated with some other programs. And because everybody seems to have accessibility to CRMs, I'm like, where do I go? Which is the best avenue to go to stay linear and structured? And also, aside from that, what kind of mail outs are you guys doing on a monthly basis? Are you paying into already pre-made newsletters, or are you creating these? I'm at present, I'm just going to be transparent. I'm trying to keep my cost down. So between sending out for the farm area, sending out to my past clients, sending out to the sphere, like, I mean, the cost factor right now can insurmountable, right? I mean, we could spending money coming out of our everywhere, really, in this business. So I just want to effectively be able to get the highest ROI for the least amount of money, and yet the highest amount of professionality, professional representation, I should say.
Anyone wants to participate? Answer Rosie's question. Okay, let me share what I do with you, and then anyone else can jump in and add to that. In terms of CRM, I use, I'm getting echo somewhere here. Okay, so in terms of CRM, I used to use the CRM we had with different companies. I was with Craig Proctor, I was using his CRM. And then I originally started with iExact, which is not an active CRM by itself. It doesn't have the dynamic that I was looking for. And then with EXP, I'm using KV Core, is free for us. So I'm using KV Core, and truly it's what you can do with your CRM. KV Core, some people say, is not fully 100% capable of doing many things. Some people are using follow-up boss. But with KV Core, what do I do is to have the list of the people who I like to contact per day, week, and month. I can tag them so I can trace them. I can filter them. I can separate them. That's what you want to do with your CRM. I'm looking for a way to categorize them and target them through email, through text, through video. Okay, so this is something that you have to make sure your CRM is offering you. I suggest you to use whatever is available to you and is very capable. As I said, KV Core, I'm doing it. KV Core also can give you some marketing stuff that you don't need to create, door hanger, flyers, anything. It will do it for you. Anytime I have a new listing, KV would send me automated marketing package, such as video, such as flyers, postcards. So I'm using KV Core, and I'm using it, or is also provide you with a website, and also lets you do the lead magnet. It helps you with a squeeze page as well. And for that regard, I mean, it's very capable. So if you have access to KV Core, I strongly recommend you to use it, but know what it has. Like sitting in the car, you don't know what features the car has. So you really have to go through a tour and find out what KV Core can do for you. If you want to give me a call later on, I can briefly explain to you further. But KV Core is what I use. Also, in terms of mail out newsletter, I'm with you in terms of ROI. I try to be cautious when I'm spending my money. Flyers, I stopped sending flyers. It was working very well long time ago when I was sending big newsletter to the condos in Mississauga. But then after that, everything diluted. People are hearing a lot of noises. So they open the mailbox, there's at least 20, 30 flyers of everything. So I don't mail anything. Maybe I mail once a year. Now I'm trying to change my strategy. It's always good for your past clients to get something physical from you. They see a little bit more value, a different value, because not all of the companies send them personalized letter. So if you want to send them once a year a postcard for their birthday, for home evaluation, a market situation, I usually send them a Christmas card once a year with my business card in there, with the calendar, magnet calendar, the small one. In terms of contacting and sending them newsletter, I send them e-newsletter once a month. I send them e-video, or video newsletter once a month. So
Who's making your newsletter?
I have a VA. She's helping me with putting all the information together.
Okay, okay.
It's she helped me and my group, and put all the information together with the banner. So we
Okay.
are few of us. We put different banners, and she would do it for us. In terms of video in-use, I try to make it a standard and ask her to do that for us as well. But regardless, you have to go front of your camera and film your video.
Yeah, I
And
like the video idea because it's another touch point that they get to see you.
absolutely.
It's like you're in front of their face, but non-pressure.
Absolutely. So in that e-video I send them as a newsletter is any topic about the market that's happening right now. I would spend only 60 seconds in front of the camera. I tell them this is 60-second real estate news, and this is what we hear. The market is it becomes a seller's market, buyer's market, whatever is the news. So I send that once a month to them. So this is two touch. Now the other thing I do with video is texting the video. So KV does the same thing. So if you have the phone number, you can just quickly, and the difference between this and the rest is very much customized to them. It's Joe, I said, hi Joe, this is Ashton, etc. Or so you have to name them, call them by their name. So that's very personal. So they can relate to that. So that goes every 3 months. But e-news and e-video goes to them every month. Now I'm trying to come up with there would be a video training session that is coming from the first week of May. So I'm going to send all the information. Anyone wants to register and join, that would be part of it. How to create a video
Hey,
for e-news
Good, good.
and how you
Hey, you
can
wanna go
also
on, you know, that realty juggler thing that I was telling you about?
try to also we're going to learn about video e-news and lead magnet as well, and many other things
Yeah,
that video. I hope that answered your question there. So,
Yeah, I just have one
What
further
if
question.
yeah.
How did you attain all the emails for your database? Um, yeah.
How do I get them, you mean?
Yeah, like what was so because right now I'm missing a lot of emails from my contacts. So what was your trick to be able to get them all signed up with you and wanting your stuff? A lot of people just don't want to be bothered because they're inundated with stuff. So how did you do it?
Okay, it's a broad question to which I have an answer or many answers. For my own clients, past clients, the sphere of influence, I have their email. If somehow they change their email, I grab the phone and call them. I have a group of people, and it's overwhelming. People coming through my Facebook with their email address. I ask them to give me their email, and they give me email address. I have so many that I used to copy and paste it into my KV Core. I give up that one. So I'm creating Excel sheet every week. A ton of them goes to Excel sheet, and then I import Excel sheet in one shot to my KV Core. So that helped me a lot. Now I have also lead magnet. I'm using KV Core to go to a lead magnet where I give away the ebooks. 5 things buyers should do before listing their house. 10 things buyers should watch when they're buying a house. Those kind of ebook. And I put them into my lead magnet through KV Core and ask people to give me their email. So this book would be emailed to them.
Mhm.
So that's how I get their email. So
Gotcha.
there are different ways, but you have to actively, consciously work on it.
Of course.
One warning for everybody here is to, okay, you are developing your social media. You are happy that you have 2,000 followers. If that social media platform tomorrow decide to shut down or shut you down, you're all gone. So how can you save? How can you be safe? So what you have to do, you have to find a way to take their email and move it into your database. Those 2,000 followers you have in Instagram worth nothing when Instagram shut you down. So you have to find a way, let's say lead magnet, to bring them to your own database, and that's where the value is, not in followers in social media.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, Rosie. If you can always give me a call. Everybody can call me if you want to go into the details and see how we can put all these things together. Any question?
what about TikTok, Ashton? Do you do TikTok like video there or
I love
no for
I love
agents? Is it
TikTok
like
because
professional or?
uh, the things are changing. It used to be for kids dancing in front of camera in TikTok, but the things are changing. TikTok has one of the most powerful education platform. It has so many things in there. It's unbelievable. Like I learned a lot through TikTok, and most of the time I save them. You learn about just name it, anything. TikTok, I don't think is 100% there in terms of finding clients for real estate in comparison with Facebook and Instagram. I see agents juicing out Instagram and Facebook, but not many. They are, but not many talking about TikTok. So you can, for me, TikTok is just learning things. And I'm addicted to TikTok. I mean, if I want to spend 10 minutes, I'm going to be on TikTok, not necessarily Instagram. I don't know. I can relate more to it. I have more control. TikTok is like Facebook, it became a search engine, not necessarily Facebook or Instagram. So you go to YouTube to search about the city of Hamilton or TikTok, not necessarily face. Who's going to go to Facebook and search for? You cannot search for Hamilton. So in TikTok, I'm not pushing it for real estate. I have my site, I have my page, and I put posting in there, but I don't have any hope that it would do something for me. but I'm pushing it in Facebook and Instagram. Anyone else is using it? Vlad, do you have some experience on marketing and using all this social media
For
platform?
TikTok, yes, I worked with a few agents who are active on TikTok. And surprisingly, what they telling me and what they using it, that it's very good geo-targeting. So if they targeting promoting something in the area, it works very well in the area. And then neighbors know about it, like streets around know, like it somehow has algorithms that detect, understands where you are and who you're serving to. And I was surprised they were telling me like their neighbors who they never followed, they never talked to, find them on TikTok. And that algorithm works pretty well locally when you're trying to educate and nurture someone. Yeah, and I haven't seen this with Instagram or Facebook before. So that's an interesting find, but like you guys test and see how it goes. Another way people using TikTok, it's more like if you're doing advertising. And sometimes you just have to test it. If you see that Facebook and Instagram is too expensive ads, you run them on TikTok, get the people with the pixel, collect the data about those people on Facebook, Instagram, and then retarget on them, Instagram, Facebook, wherever else platform you're using. So sometimes you just have to test and see where you're getting your clients cheaper and where you get your value better. And it's always changing. Like every 6 months, there are some changes, major changes. So you can't use my words in the next 6 months. You just always have to test and see what's working. About if I can give a comment to Rosie about the CRM. So with the CRM, like I agree with Ashton, you just have to use. Make sure if you're using it, it's useful. Most of the CRMs have the same functionality. I would suggest just open a few trials for the next few weeks with multiple companies, see what's working, see what you like better. And it's not permanent. It's technology always changing, and you just make sure you can export to your database and move to another platform in the future.
No, I understand. I was on Top Producer previously, and I guess because I'm not as techie as you guys. I mean, Vlad, it sounds like, I mean, even from your experience with TikTok, I mean, I can only handle so much. Like, I mean, we not only have to figure out the content, then we got to be in front of the camera. And so I get a little daunted, to be honest, when it comes to the technology aspect of it. I'm not good with technology. Um, I should stop saying that because I'm reinforcing that groove. But it's just like it's almost like my brain freezes, right? So it's great. I did not know that TikTok had all those capacities, to be honest, and I'm really happy to have learned that today. And yes, the only thing is that Vlad, I don't like change. Not that I don't like change. I like change, but when it comes to a CRM, I don't want that to change. Like, I need some consistency that I can trust, that I can value, and that I can leverage. If I'm constantly changing things, I got to change the content, not change the tools. In a way.
It depends. It depends on the tool. Sometimes your car gets rusted and you can't drive it for.
That's true. That's true. Fair enough.
So sometimes you're just selling your home because you want a bigger or smaller home. Yeah. So
I like
it's
it,
not.
Vlad.
It's
Thank
not
you.
often, but it's happening. So just keep, I would say, like whatever platform you pick, just have some basic segmentation there. Like know your like what VIP leads are, what like your other leads are, and so in the future, if something comes up, like you can always migrate to another platform without having too much headache. And again, like
anything's going to be better than my Excel spreadsheet, so it's going to be
yes,
good.
yes, 100%. Because Excel, it's hard to send SMS and emails from Excel, so yeah. And make sure the future CRM has some mobile app so you can on the go update and see what's happening in your business.
By the way, Vlad has an extensive knowledge in social media and marketing. So we had a conversation a few days ago, and I asked him to come up on the Zoom on Wednesday. That's going to be 25th of April, and he's going to present us with some marketing strategy we can do. So
There's
that
a poll in the group. It looks like everyone wants to do advertising webinar.
it's part of the real estate. There is nothing we can stop, and that's why some agents are missing. Whatever they make from their commission, it goes to their pocket. They don't realize that a good 10-15% should come back to the business in terms of advertising. So it's a business. It's not it's not 9 to 5 that whatever you earn goes to your pocket. Of course, goes to your pocket, goes to government, and then you have to realize you need to cycle back this money into the business. So if you spend 10%, just be comfortable. Feel good. Don't feel wasting your money.
Yeah, like you said in one webinars, water your plants.
Exactly.
Well, and I think that it's the new way, right? Because not only does it allow you to be working 24 hours of the day without working, but who wants to answer the call to a cold call anymore? You know, I mean, I hate them. So I could only imagine having to receive my call. You have to flip it. So I mean, it's and a lot of people are canceling their phones. So I think that's why Mike Ferry's system is somewhat going. He's got to tweak it. And I don't know if you've looked into his son, but he's got some really. He's more. Tom is a little bit more with today's stuff.
Diverse.
Yeah.
But Rosie, you can use the same strategy you just said. Like you give a call. Hey, Jim, I hate doing these calls, but it looks like I have your phone number, but I don't have your email. And I'm sending some interesting listings in the next few weeks. Like, do you
I
want to share
love
your,
that.
yeah.
Actually, that might work. I'm gonna try
Because
that actually.
because you said you hate it, and lots of people hate the same thing. So just agree on that and see if you can get the email.
I think that would be a great segue in. Yes. Thank you.
Let's role play. Hi, this is Ashton calling from eXp Realty. I just wanted to give you a call. I hate cold calling, but your neighbors just came up on the market. Just wondering if you know anyone like to move to this neighborhood, like your in-laws, anyone that you know. You don't get objections. Oh, why are you calling me?
Yeah.
You just told them that you hate cold calling, but your neighbor is selling. It's not my fault. I think that's a good strategy, Vlad.
I think I love it.
Exactly.
Thanks, Vlad.
Exactly. I tell some agents if like people don't want to talk to you, tell them you hate agents too. You hate selling, but sometimes you have to do that.
True. We had a message from Kim sent on WhatsApp. She's encouraging that we get into connecting with our clients. Simply tell them that why you're calling, and if they know anyone that might like to buy a house, selling or investing, and just get into that conversation with anyone we know. So I think that's very fundamental. I think that's very crucial. And as Mike Ferry also said, real estate is very easy. Find a buyer, find a seller, and just go in between and help them. So get engaged with a lot of conversation as much as you could. It won't hurt you. As Vlad said, hey, if you want, you can be honest to them. Say, listen, I hate cold calling, but your neighbor is selling. It's not my fault.
Another thing is neighborhood newsletter, you know, when you have your neighborhood like a community, so people get to know you. I did once one while ago. So they just say, oh, find out someone that knew me. Oh, I didn't know you're an agent, you know. Or when you walk around with your, if you have a pet, or when with your kids, or just keep talking, and right away you can start conversation. You know, sometimes there's no introduction to say, talk, and then eventually say, oh, I'm an agent, you know. Right away you can just, that's what I say. I live here, you know, I'm a real estate agent. And say, oh, I didn't know you are. Things like that. I don't say I got a deal or any, you know, transaction from them, but it still comes to their mind. And also, some of our agents was telling the one that says no agents, don't put any flyer or anything. But she was saying, I still go knock on the door. And sometimes they just telling her, you see the sign here, no agent, and then she start saying funny things, kind of relationship, make some, come rapport with them, and happen that they were okay with that. Let's say if you don't, I know you say no, but this is, for example, it's not for you. What about other friends or family you have thinking of selling, but you have to be very different way, not very formal way, to make it kind of fun out of it, because some people are very serious, but you can make them laugh still.
One of the best way I find with no solicitor is sometimes by mistake,
Yeah.
I don't see the sign, I knock at the doors. Someone said that might be part of the house when they bought it. They never took it off. So that might not be them. Sometimes no one's knocking
Yes.
on the door because they see the sign, they're so lonely, they like to talk to someone. The best way to reach out to them is open house invitation. You're not soliciting, you're inviting. So you can knock at their door and say, hey, I'm not inviting, I'm not soliciting. I'm just inviting you to your neighbor's open house. Feel free, I just want to drop you my flyers. So that's the best way to open a conversation with people you see with a sign. But sign should not be a sign of stop. It should be go there, but be conscious and be smart on what you do. But remember, real estate is all about people. Many agents, they sit in front of the computer day and night. They try to close a deal. At the end of the day, you have to show homes. You have to see homes. You have to talk to people. Doesn't matter how much you're in marketing, computer, digital, anything. At the end of the day, you are working with people. So go find them. Any question? Do all we know how to do mass email? I think Rosie and Holiday know because KV Core would offer them. Vlad, do you have a CRM?
Do we need a training?
No, I'm just asking. What about Lou? Anyone else? You're okay with sending mass email?
I do it through MailChimp.
Okay, that's
used-
good.
I used to do pre-construction projects through there. Since that's kind of not the thing anymore, I kind of stopped that, but I'd have 3, 4, 5 pre-construction deals a year just by sending a mass email about a project once a month.
That's great.
And I have a question about I jumped on here late, but as far as a pre-listing package,
Mhm.
what are you including in it, or is anybody doing them?
Anyone has any suggestion for Lou? Who does a pre-listing package? Show me your hand. Pre-listing package. Holly, what do you do? Just give us some quick idea.
Me?
Holly,
Oh,
Pre-listing, you mean when you go like interview with when you go just for the someone wants to sell a house?
No, the pre-listing is when
Oh,
you
there.
drop off a package the day before you show up. So like that, they already know what you're talking about. So like that, you don't waste time on looking at all the variables and stuff like that. So like that,
I do have a list. I don't go day before. No.
that's a very Mike Ferry thing.
yeah.
It
I
works.
see.
It works.
Yeah. Oh, it works. Okay. I haven't done that way, but I just have a binder. So of course, explain a bit about the company I work, why it's called this company, and very quick about myself. And then we, I used to be a team. So we had like a kind of a table, we go one at a one, like for the listing, this is what we do, and then go this and this, and it make a difference. So systematically, trying to approach. Talk to the client, like this is a process of listing, or even for a rental, for example, when you go to the landlord, this is a process of we do, and it make a lot difference. Like for me, when I see a lot of wording in front of me, I get confused. You have to go one word by word, line by line. But when you have when you have like a table or point, like every point, so you can, it just, for me, I can follow it a lot easier. I have to see it, but not in a big sentences or paragraph. So that this says, oh, that's interesting, because it make a difference, and then you can explain what you do. So, but no, I don't drop it before. I never done it. Actually, never thought of that.
So what
Rosie,
I've done in the
Basically,
past is,
you mean you just?
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
oh, so I was gonna say, from what I've done in the past is, I legitimately don't put anything in there to give my competition ammo. You don't know who's gonna be going into that door before you. So you really want to give them the information. However, upsell you, like I put in like a, just fluff, really, like a notepad, something with my branding. Then I'll follow it up with a video text message and say, hi, if you are seeing another agent before you have me in the door, well, you should already be asking when you book the listing appointment, are you interviewing any other agents? Where in the sequence am I presenting? So but some things can change, right? So never take anything for granted. And they may not even tell you the truth. So I wouldn't put too much in there in your pre-list package to give your competition ammo. And so in that video text message, I just follow up and say, hey, I hope you enjoyed the review of the comparables that we will review closer in detail together. If you are interviewing other agents, before you sign anything, please do me the courtesy of calling me, so like that we can address anything that I haven't had the opportunity to present to you in person as of yet. I don't want to lose the opportunity of showcasing my strengths that will get you top dollar in the least amount of time. Would that be okay? And then not only does it show that you're thorough, you're not afraid of the competition, and you're going to be hungry for the business. So really the pre-list is just the comps.
Yep.
What do you do, Lou?
Another thing I do it digitally. I send them a flipping page PDF. You can flip through it. I put some of the testimonial of people that I worked with in the past. I also send them the comp of what's happening, what's selling in that neighborhood, and a little bit about myself and how long I've been in business and my achievements, and I forward it to them. So when I see them, they already went through some of the basics and they get comfortable with my testimonials, and also they know what's going on with the market and the comp. That's what I do. So that's digital.
I mean, what I would suggest too, on top of that, is that if you have any listings that you've sold or anything in that specific area, send them the YouTube link so that they see what you've already previously done and say, hey, look, this is the ratio that I got for these guys. If you're impressed by that, imagine what I could do with you. Now you're in a better market, blah, 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 whatever it is that you say, right?
Video text is very important, as you said, Rosie.
I
You
think
can-
it's very powerful, actually. I mean, when I do it with my buyers, they love it. Like when instead of texting them, if you're like, hey guys, I see that you got your pre-qualification, congratulations. Like them seeing your face and you actually giving them it's exciting for them. We got to put ourselves in their shoes. Sometimes we forget and we focus a lot too much on the black and white and getting the job done. We got to remember, we got to keep it exciting for them. This is a big move for them, and we're in charge of it.
Yeah. I think a human face to an equation is very powerful. Any other questions?
So basically, pre-listing package is basically just one paper, one piece of the, or you just send the like kind of binder, leave it. But it's the time when you know they're selling the house. So how it started? Like you have to know they're thinking of selling the home, right?
No, you've
I
already
have
got
already
your
talked
you've
to
already
them.
got your listing appointment. You're already booked. Like you're not going to waste your time pulling comps for people
No.
that aren't serious in you, right? So on the phone or however you've gotten the lead, you're like, hey, okay, Saturday, 2 o'clock, I'm coming to see you. So you go on Friday
Yes,
and you drop it off.
before that, yeah.
Yeah, and then
So
you
you
say,
find it like it works, or do you do for all the listing, or?
I don't do it for all of them. Like I do it. Well, anyways, I'm taking the floor here. You guys talk. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't do it for condos. I don't do it like it depends if they're how experienced they are of a seller. If they've got a unique property, you cannot send them a pre-list package. You can still send them stuff about yourself, like Ashton mentioned, and maybe be a little bit because if it's a custom home, there's no
Mhm.
comparables.
True.
You
Right.
don't want them to make them feel like they're just an ordinary comparable home because it's not. So it depends who the
Mhm.
person is and what the property is. What's the subject property? And play with it that way. And it's a good time. Like if you're already dropping a pre-list package, door knock a couple houses and be like, hey, I'm coming to give an evaluation for your neighbor. Would you be interested in getting an evaluation done as well? I've already got all the stats. How about I come over to your house after I'm done with them? And you leverage
Right.
one to possibly get another. And imagine having 2 for sale signs on a street.
Yeah.
That's how I did that. Actually, I've only done it once, but that's how I did that that magic solution in Milton one time. I was lucky, but there's no such thing as luck. Had I not done the work, it wouldn't have happened, right?
So you have to be consistent with whatever you do. Choose one way, find out exactly how you can do it the best, and just keep repeating the same thing. That's your secret formula.
And Lou, mention your email results too. Say that I have a big database. I send one email, 5 homes sold in Markham, 7 homes sold in Milton.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, show them some stats, results. So it's not just words.
Yeah.
All right. I think we are getting to the end of our time here. Thank you very much for participating. I think that was a great brainstorming, and I liked what you all participated here. If you have any questions further on, you can always reach me. You all have access to the WhatsApp door knocking group. If there is any concern, any question, any support you need, just post it there, and then we can all help one another. That's going to be a culture of collaboration, not competition. There are a lot of homes for all of us. So let's just go and do it properly. All the best, and hope to see you on Monday roleplay.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for sharing.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.